words.
Okay, well, you sound fine. You sound...
No, right. I understand.
Okay, Alfred, when was the piece written that you wrote about Trump and the CIA with Handy? I wanted to share that with us.
Yeah, sure. We initially wrote that in June of 2016, and that was around the time of the GOP convention. And then there was the Democratic convention in July. And then there was a discussion that went back and forth. In fact, I went and had discussions with various advisors and psychics as to whether it was, whether we should bear the responsibility of making this information public, or whether we should allow the American public to make their own decision. Because if we had made that information public in July, we might have affected the outcome of the election, and thereby we would have taken away their free will choice. And so what occurred was that right up toward the end of the election, right about a week before the election, around the mid-1990s, somehow quantum access information from the US secret time travel program had been leaked into various cultural reference programs, such as the secret Illuminati cards. And there were two references, one the Back to the Future movie and the other the Illuminati cards. And in the Back to the Future movie, there were two items that were leaked there. One was that the Chicago Cubs would win the World Series as Donald Trump rises to power. And in the week before the election, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series and as Donald Trump rose to power. And that was depicted in the 1995 Back to the Future 2 movie. So at that point, I felt that morally we could release the story that we had written in June of 2016 without affecting anybody's free will. So we released the story on November 4th, 2016, and the election was on November 8th, 2016. But we could have released it in June of 2016, but we didn't want to take the responsibility of depriving people of their free will.
Right now, Donald Trump, everybody is signing a stack of presidential orders right now live. He's got his family standing around him, and it's interesting. I wish I knew what he was signing, because it is a large stack, and they're single pages, by the way. There's one signature after another, and I almost want to jump in live to see what they're talking about.
No, I beg your indulgence and that of your audience. I can't even listen to the radio program here in Canada, and they're making your dialogue unintelligible over the phone. Jimmy, could you ask the question once again, just very slowly?
My question is this, Alfred. What do you think President Trump is going to do with the secrets about key contacts here, and how is he going to move forward with this secret knowledge once it's exposed to him?
Well, given his past actions, this is what I would surmise, and it's an educated guess. It's not I don't know what he is going to do, but what he will probably do. What I've observed in the past, and this goes along with, and this is based upon my observation of what he did in the 2012 presidential primary, when Andy and I completed a PowerPoint and an expose of Barack Obama, Barry Soetoro Soebarka, as a lifelong CIA asset and a Manchurian candidate that had been constructed going back to 1971, and through his mother, who was a CIA operative in Indonesia, and his grandparents, who were lifelong CIA operatives also. And we gave that information to Sheriff Joe Arpaio, who was conducting a truth-oriented search at that time. And Donald Trump was cooperating with Sheriff Joe Arpaio. And Donald Trump went forward to New Hampshire with the same set of information that we had, and that we had given to Joe Arpaio. Now, I don't know whether Donald Trump got it from Joe Arpaio. So if that's the case, Donald Trump has been willing to take information from the truth movement that Andy and I have, and others have been developing. And so I feel very positive that if members of the CIA Mars Jump Room program and of Project Pegasus and the Quantum Access program are able to reach the Trump team and say, look, this information has to go public, then I believe that there very well may be that this information very well may be made public, as in fact Andy has set out in his 100 proposals. So I remain optimistic, and I would urge Andy, and I'm willing to work with him on this, to approach the Trump team, because we already did it in 2012 and it was successful. So I think that this is a time for the truth movement to go forward on disclosure for quantum access and on disclosure for the exopolitical. Because unlike Barack Obama, Barry Soebarka Soetoro, Mr. Trump is committed to the truth, and he's acted on it so far, given his record in 2012. So that would be my opinion.
I want to thank you, Alfred, for stopping by here on this very, very special day and giving us your insight on all of this. Alfred Webre, and his website is exopolitics.com. Thanks, Alfred.
Certainly.
Rest of your 2017.
Thank you very much.
Alfred Webre, everybody, our co-host.